Yo, what's crack-a-lackin', my Marvel Snap peeps? Today is another episode of Grab or Gross. I'm going to tell you whether you should grab these cards this week in the Spotlight caches or if they should just gross you out and you don't want anything to do with them. This is the first week of the new season, so there are no new cards this week. You will have the random series 4 or 5 or the 1000 tokens if you hit that cache, or there'll be 3 other cards. We're going to go over them here in just a minute. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. If you enjoy my content, leave a thumbs up and a comment. I would appreciate it very, very much. And make sure to use Untap GG as well. There's a link down below where you can download the PC client or the Android client. It helps you track your deck stats and go through the card database. What are the best decks in the meta currently? And if you click on a card, it'll tell you the best decks the card goes into. It's a great website, great tool to utilize if you are a Marvel Snap, Magic the Gathering player, or even Hearthstone. They have all 3 games on there. So go make sure you download that today. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. All right, so the first card up is the Dan Hip Jeff. Now, I don't care if it was regular Jeff, Dan Hip Jeff, Chibi Jeff, doesn't matter. Jeff is a must-have card. Jeff is a grab. If you have a chance to get some spotlights this week and you do not own Jeff, 100% try to get Jeff. If you do own Jeff and you're like, oh man, I don't have any variants of Jeff, maybe I should try for the Dan Hip. Gross. Sorry, I love Dan Hip. All his stuff is super good. I collect Dan Hips. But this Jeff, to me, ain't it. I'm just not a fan of the Jeff. The Chibi is the best one in my opinion. Even this just plain old variant, in my opinion, is better. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know. I'm just not a fan of the Dan Hip Jeff. I don't know. You can let me know in the comments what you think, but it doesn't matter because Jeff, if you don't have Jeff, you need to try to get Jeff. Jeff goes in so many good decks. He goes in Legion. He goes in Silver Samurai. Let's just go through some of these builds here. Galactus, he can literally go into any deck. He's one of the best cards in the entire game. 2 costs, 3 power, and you can move him once per game. You can play him on a Professor X lane. You can play him on a lane that has been stormed. You can literally play him anywhere. You can move him anywhere. Jeff is the bee's knees, and if you don't have Jeff, try to get him. But if you do have Jeff, I gross out on the Dan Hip variant. All right, next up, it is Null. Now, Null has a lot of variants, some really cool variants. The Pixel one even isn't bad. The Dan Hip, again, Dan Hip's amazing. This Dan Hip is amazing. The Peach Momoko's really good. This variant's really good. I believe this is the one they gave out the last time Null was in there. This one here looks like he's got Batman across his chest. I gotta have that one. This super rare variant here, when it's all done up with, oh, it's so cool. This one here too, Peach Momoka. Dude, but this is the one right here. Look at this. It looks like he's got Batman across his chest. Isn't that dope? This is the one that you are getting this time. Now, if you don't have Null, again, oh, there's one more down here. I forgot this one, the Kim Jacinto. How could I forget that one? That one's cool too. He's so many good variants. Null is a 6 cost, 0 power, ongoing, has the combined power of all cards destroyed this game. If you don't have Null, he is another grab. If you are a fan of Destroy, of Death decks in general, Null is amazing. He's also very good in the Mr. Negative decks, which I've shown as I made Infinite this week. Null is a must-have. Null is a grab, and this variant right here, to me, is a grab. Definitely not a gross. Look at that sword. Once that's animated, this is going to be so beautiful. I might actually go for this one because I believe this is the one we got last time. I probably won't because I'm trying to save up for the next week. But if you don't have Null, 100% grab and variant grab. Double grab for Null. Super clean card and a great card for Death and Destroy and Mr. Negative. So yeah, definitely a double grab on Null. All right, last and probably least is Ghost Spider. I love Ghost Spider. I love all the Spider-Man universe cards. This one's on reveal. The last card you played moves here. So you basically pull the last card you played to your spot. You got the regular 2099 here. You got the baby, which is really cool. The pixel's not bad. You have this super rare variant here, which I really like. Another variant. You got the super rare Ghost Spider one here. A Penny Arcade, which is really cool. There's an Artgurn one right here, which is really dope. And the Peach Momoka. Some of the best in the game. But today, we're talking about the Gwenum Spider, Ghost Spider variant. And again, this one is super cool. Now, the card itself, if you don't have Ghost Spider, is a gross. I mean, not that the card is seriously gross, but it's a Series 5 card. No way would I be trying to go out of my way to grab Ghost Spider if I don't have it, because it's going to drop eventually to be a Series 3 card. There's no reason to go spend your Spotlight caches than getting it. Now, if you have Ghost Spider and you have some extra Spotlight caches, this, in my opinion, is the best variant she has outside of the Peach Momoka. This thing is amazing. So I guess if you're asking me, would I grab it since I do have Ghost Spider, and if I had some extra Spotlights to burn, sure, I would grab it 100%. Let's take a look at some of the decks. Of course, it's going to be move decks. X23 move here. She goes well with Spider-Man 2099. Let's see what other kind of decks we got here. This just says snap deck. All right, here we go. Move. Here's a Phoenix deck that she's pretty good in. But most of these are just going to be straight up movement decks or annoyance decks. What's surprising to me is I really don't. There's one with 2099. There's one. Definitely, if you're running her, I would run Spider-Man 2099. But those cards together, if you're playing a deck and both those cards are in it, you're probably not winning a whole lot right now because they need a little bit more help. But I'm a big fan of the Ghost Spider, of all the Spider-Verse cards. So if you don't have Ghost Spider, gross. Don't spend your Spotlights on it. But if you do, and you feel like gambling and you got a couple extra, 100% grab that Venomized when it super clean card. Let's go over the Season Pass card, and that is Loki. On reveal, replace your hand with cards from your opponent's starting deck. Give them -1 cost. This is amazing with the Collector. This is amazing with Devil Dinosaur. My favorite card in Marvel Snap is Devil Dinosaur, so I am going to be rocking Loki from the jump. Tomorrow night, well, it's actually tonight. It's Sunday when I'm making this video, but it's actually tonight when Loki comes out. And also, while I got you here, make sure you are following me on Twitter. I am doing a giveaway tonight, live on stream, 8 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 Eastern. I'm going to be drawing 10 names. I got 10 battle passes to give away. I'm hoping to have the codes tonight. If I don't have them tonight, I'll have them at some point this week. So if you win, I will reach out to you and let you know not to buy the battle pass, that I will be giving you a code this week for the battle pass. Again, I have 10 of them. You have to be following me on Twitter. You have to like and retweet my pinned tweet on my Twitter. So go now, go to the Twitter, hit the follow, hit the like, hit the retweet on the tweet, and get your chance at winning one of 10 battle passes I'm giving away tomorrow, or well, tonight on stream. But again, Loki, replace your hand with cards from your opponent's starting deck, give them -1 cost. Super good card. Turn 3. Oh man, I just can't wait. I really can't wait to get Loki into my hands and start playing some Devil Dinosaur. And you're like, Buck, what kind of variants does Loki have? Well, he's got a Pixel. He's got a Max Grecki, which is dope. He's got one they just call variant here. We have a Pantheon, which is really cool. We have this one, which is my favorite. It just says variant, but I really want this one, and the Venomized one as well. These two right here are going to be must grabs. This one especially. If this one shows up in my store, I'm buying it. 700 gold or 1200 gold, don't care, I'm buying it. All right, that is Grab or Gross for this week. We went over the new Season Pass card. We went over the 3 cards this week in the Spotlight caches. If you enjoyed this video, once again, leave a thumbs up. Also, leave me a comment on what you're grabbing this week out of your Spotlight caches. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Like and retweet the pinned tweet for your chance at winning one of 10 battle passes I'll be giving away tonight on my live Twitch stream. So go follow me over there. It's free, Big Old Buck on Twitch. Get your chance at winning one of 10 of those. You have to like, retweet, and yeah, and be following me on Twitter. I had a brain fart there for a minute. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Until next time, you can catch me right here, same Buck time, same Buck channel.